Good morning, y'all. I am doing pretty good this morning. Oh, we're gonna be doing. I was thinking about what I wanted to do for drawing this weekend, and projects have a little bit slowed down because it's like Thanksgiving time and all that. So I figured I should get some studies in. And so I've been playing over the last little bit. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I started playing back pre-COVID, I think end of 2019. And so it's almost 5 years that I've been playing this game. I play games incredibly slowly. And basically what I was wanting to do was I have this month's so I was like, I want to just kind of sit down and render something and just kind of have a chill time. It's nice. It's like a long weekend. Let's just sit down instead of like trying to come up with a fun composition, which I do need to work on those skills. So maybe we will do that too. I don't know. But instead of like working on something that would be a part of a project, working on something that would just be for the skills of it. So if it didn't end up turning into anything, then that's totally fine, because oh, hi Vito. That bird wants my attention. Because simply doing it would gain more skills. So I have, my thing is still up. Hold on. We had to have some technical difficulty, or else it wouldn't be one of my streams. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so how many references do we have? And I want to set a 1 hour time limit. Hi. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh, okay, she might. Is it nap time? Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this. Get this. You got this. Come on. Come on. No. You want help? You're gonna be an insufferable old lady. Oh, baby. Okay. Now settle down. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we have 30 ones to pick from. So, what we do... Hey, are you... If you're up here, are you just gonna be trying to lick my hands and stop me from drawing? Huh? My little angel. You're gonna go in the bed. You're gonna be too distracted. Just staring. She's gotten so many snuggles in the last few days. I will not fall. Okay, I do kind of, like, I want to go from top down. See, like, unless they're, like, a very similar pose. This makes me think of, like, a Hilda pose. And so, I wonder if to kind of keep this as like a... doing something like that. I never really play with the like... I have a bunch of 3D models in here. A lot of these are more modern though. Sword. I can also, I have this, yeah, I don't think that most of these will be useful. So many face textures. Yeah, these are all poses. I have a thing where it's basically like, it's basically just a rectangle with different divisions in 3D space, which helps me a lot. I think I have a hard time. Let me see if I can find that. I assume it's gonna be on like one of the edges. These are all poses. Okay, I don't know where it is. Not an image material. I could just use like primitives for the same thing. It's like a... I like downloading random things because I think it's fun. Oh, you guys can't really see this. Sorry, I will speed through a little bit. There it is. Sneeze. Okay. So it's basically just like, hang on, let me move it so it's not. It's just like a rough perspective grid. So now we need to line it up so that way it makes sense with. So I'm pretty sure that this is the perspective of the drawing. So, but this is weirdly like crooked. I think that's just because she's like standing like that, maybe? I don't want that. But, so what I'm thinking is that I can then use this to add some background elements and stuff. Okay, so this is just a little bit small. Can't put it over. Oh yeah, I can. So yeah, I feel like the oh. Because when I look at this and I think, where's the vanishing line? I think it's there. I'm gonna edit this. It isn't editing the thing. So I have to get into the actual here, move the camera. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe we don't use the rulers. Oh, but the rulers would be so nice for doing like the actual background. Maybe it's because I edited it without turning on the rulers? Yeah, okay. That looks like it's a... It does look like the box is on the left side of the vanishing point, though. I don't know what all of these things do. I guess, like... So if it's a camera, the vanishing point will always be in the back. Right? If something is in center frame. Fuck. I know that perspective is a thing that I need to work on, but it is also hard, so like... What about if we just do that and we call it fine? Because it does look like that box could exist in the same space that she does. Well, now I need to move the... Okay, we're gonna move this one. I don't know how to move the other one. I wanna hide the ruler. And then we need a Hilda reference. The fact that everything is in, like, WebP now makes it significantly harder to get references. Like, I get that it's a smaller file. Can I just do .jpeg? I know that sometimes you can do that. Yeah! Okay. So now we're going to... Ah, it's still unsported. Can I copy it from here? Create new from clipboard? Make this be my... Yes, okay. Oh, so I can have, like, this is the list of everything that I've used as past references. That's very nice. Give me Hilda. Why are you unsupported? I saved you as a JPEG. Export, JPEG. Yes. Export, JPEG. We're gonna try a second time. For some reason, they all need to have different names. I don't know why they can't save over themselves. It's probably because this is directly linking back to the file instead of opening it. Well, it can't be, actually. Oh, I think I tried to open up the concept art one again. There we go. Yeah, it was because I tried to open up the like, download version of it. Okay. Or it's like the WebP. Now I need to make this. Okay. You know, like, this kind of time would be great to do, like... Because I have a bunch of classes that I have bought. And it would be a great kind of time to do those. But I also am like, whenever I do classes, I get very stressed. It's just like a... I feel like there's a lot of pressure, like there's pressure to learn and to do good. And I'm not about that right now. I want, like, I'm doing kind of, like, I am still, because I'm doing a study, I am still, like, learning stuff, but I am also, like, it's in a very chill way. Where it's like, I'm drawing fan art right now. And like, I'm studying from a reference, and I am forcing myself, like, I think I am gonna force myself to draw some background elements. But also, like, it's more like building up stamina. No, not stamina. Stamina is like a different thing. I guess just like general eye placement, or like, not eye placement, like gauging distance and that kind of thing. It's like there's some discrepancy here. I'm just trying to get basic shapes down. I've learned recently, like, I have a kind of, and then like, I'm not scared to do like a fun thing. But like, I think I have a hard time imagining like the whole like picture an apple. Like, I have a very hard time with that. Like, I can imagine the apple by breaking down how to draw it. Where it's like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put five like of the kind of, like, you know how apples have like kind of bumps on the top. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put 5. Well, that's maybe too many. That might make it look like a bell pepper. Let's do it maybe more smooth, but give it like kind of 3 little bumps on the bottom, and then like if I'm doing it at cross hatching, it's gonna go, because I've drawn an apple at cross hatching before. Like, we're gonna have it more dense into the middle, and then it's got the stem, and the stem is very wooded. It's like a wooded texture. And then most apples don't have leaves, even though they're typically symbolically drawn with leaves. And on the top. And like, this is how I imagine an apple. Is like, okay, they're typically, like, I can imagine the texture. It's almost like I'm like 3D rendering an apple in my head. Of like, okay, I can't imagine what the apple looks like, but I can imagine like, okay, this is the texture. Like, and I imagine the texture by going even like further down of like, okay, this is vaguely of like when I'm eating it, like where it's like the little, you can like there's like the little has like little juicy pockets. My brain is going cells. Cells are way too small. But like, maybe you get the vibe. And hold it to be buff as hell. And then it's like, okay, like that will impact the like kind of striations of color on the skin. And like, I think that I can remember things a lot more from the other parts of it, if that makes sense, where it's like I can, because I remember the texture of an apple, I can, like, the texture of an apple when eating it, I can, like, imagine it much better. And, like, I have an idea of what, like, the skin texture would be, but it's not, like, it's not, it's like a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And so I spend a lot of time, like, putting down lines and then redrawing them, because it's like, okay, once I got them down, then I can use that as a reference point of, does this look good or not? Like, I'm not liking this right now. It's a hard pose, too. But I'm like... Oh, okay. Locking in. Locking in. Yeah? Dog let out the smelliest fart. Oh, that stinks. She got, she got some wet food last night, cause, or not that last night, for Thanksgiving, and I guess that's probably what's smelling, huh? Let me go open the door. You stinky? A stinky little pup. Really, like, the upper shoulders are not brought over enough. Because it's like this part goes down. I also don't draw many poses like this, so this is another... Maybe if we start adding, like... If I add on how she has her clothes, then that will probably help with, like, positioning of stuff, because it'll basically give me another guideline. Okay, so this is part of what's going on, is that this needs to be higher. My brain keeps on going that it's out. What's going on with my eraser is a vector eraser still, hold on. I also did not warm up at all before this. So I really did just go, we're drawing now. And the shoulder, yeah, okay, so this shoulder is higher. These shoulders are about even. And this is actually about, like, straight on. This is like a down over. And I want to make this be like a... Yeah, they have the little out at the ends. Okay, I don't know why it's like that little flick out. Also, yes, I am making them longer because if you cannot tell from Ellie's design, I love long pigtails. I think they're super fun to draw. They were a coward. They were cowards for not letting Hilda be buff as hell. They don't let basically any of the women be buff as hell. I need more buff ladies. Actually, oh, okay, I see. Maybe I don't see. Okay, so this would be where the top. I do like the little Sailor Moon, kind of like little buns at the top in order to figure out where they're like. Like hair, when it's like long. I think I just want her to be like just doing her fingers like that. I don't think that I want her actually to be holding a cigarette. Oh, her head is also not far enough down over her shoulders. There we go. I have to redo her hand. Okay. What if we do the hair going like, so if her head is moved from this, then it could be like. Because the movement of like this. So we'd want skirt to be out that way. Okay, so I think that what it was originally, it still works better actually. Because it's like she's been here for a second and now the hair's gone over. Yeah. This hand is too far. Okay. I need to look up buff lady references. They don't give them buff legs. Give them buff legs. They go over the top of her knee, but I don't want. I want to give her preference. Quite frankly, no one could stop me. I want to just specifically have very strong, like... Yes, I do just draw arms and then add muscles. That's because I struggle with, like, I need the arm in the correct pose first, and then these to be. I want her to be very flowy. Okay. Now I think that we can go in and draw her. I say, immediately trying to draw guidelines. Okay, we're gonna... Nose. This one, right? Nope. Wrong one. The other side. Nope. Wrong one. How do I... What is this image called? Hold on. View. Large icons. 11:4. Alright, nope, it's 11:3. 11:4 is the one that's already on there. There we go. Oh, I also have this as like a small. It's fine. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. Yeah, because this is locked to the... You know what? That'll get fixed later. This is why I need to get my other monitor working again. Or like set up well. Because I need to have many drawing references. Eye is too small. Maybe it's not actually. I want her to have more of like a just one finger up. Just kind of like a very exaggerated like gasp kind of situation. Because I think that that is an expression that she would do. Yeah. Left eye. Oh shit. The more self-conscious I get about drawing, like the other eye, the worse it gets. I usually don't actually have a problem with it. Something like this. I want the kind of like more exaggerated. Maybe she's kind of teasing. Yeah. then there's this. Her little, so it would also be going this kind of direction. That's a sure working. Okay, so yes. And it's like much. They almost look like kind of ill-fitted around the. I'm actually gonna bring this in a little bit, not because I want her, whatever that muscle to be smaller, but because I feel like I've made her shoulders too wide. This like more smoothly transitions. Yeah, more like that. And this one also, because I'm like not really taking into account that it is also like behind the. Well, I guess I've done the shoulders at like a slightly different angle than the reference. How does the reference work actually? Yeah, that shoulder like is pushed forwards. Still don't think it would be as far forward as I've done it. Yeah, this wouldn't go up, it would go down and out, I think. And here. Well, no, her. Yeah, so her. The inner part of her elbow would be there. I feel like the length there is wrong. Yeah. It's weird because she's leaning over. I'm gonna push that out so that way it shows a little bit more of her waist. I always forget how much this overlaps. Because it does like a really deep crease. I want this to be very That's a crease, and then this is a big in. I get that the fabric on that is thick. I'm not doing that though, because I like drawing skirts. Bone, yeah, because the moment that I learn bones, it's over for the world. I will be so powerful. Okay. Oh. So it's like, see, reasons why I need to get buff. So that way I could draw better buff women. Try to simplify. Okay. There has to be a little bit. Actually, we might. Yeah, let's make this a little bit more simplified. Like, as much as I love. As much as I love drawing skirts. There is a point to which one should have restraint. And like flare out a little bit and like very. She kind of has Miku hair, doesn't she? Full-on did not give her her other foot. Okay. Even though she's leaning forward, there's gonna be a slight. Turn. Is there anything that we want to scooch around? Oh, it really shouldn't. It just looks really flat, I feel, when you don't have that, like... Hold on a second. Blow my nose. Okay, I got momentarily distracted. Oh. If she just go over to the left. Okay. I don't feel like all the face things are in the same, like... There's like a tilt to it slightly. The things I think that this eye needs to be looking more up. There we go. Okay, then we can add the other details of her outfit. Work things. I'm just kind of scribbling them on. It's like the little, there's like a little gold trim thing. I fully am gonna simplify this. And then she's got, I'm gonna put her sword on this side. Even though it's the wrong side. So we'll make it more interesting. Put it like this way. Because basically the nobles have swords. Is there anything else? This isn't like a peak down, it's like just a V. Does she have a little thing on her? She doesn't. One of the like official arts of her makes it look like she has a little, like a brooch. Okay. I might need to do some more drills to draw faster sometime soon again. Where's the... yes, Asophil. Let's do her. I can see why people like this tool. I swap between... I've been trying this recently, and then otherwise... oh, where's her? She's like... well, this is the one that goes underneath it, so I can just like select things. But like, I like the paint bucket tool when I do clean line art, but definitely like like when I'm drawing something harder, I tend to not have clean line art. Let's do her outfit next. And this is also, I do like this a little bit better than Paint Bucket because it does give like a non-jaggedy, oops, edge. Actually, how much is this? I actually do like that one. Because I will remove the line art later. It might be better if the line art only partially visible. Just in case I get a little bit lazy, and I'll know. I know. Can't remember the decision. A little more. So here, I wouldn't have been able to see that if I didn't have on. So I can also see that this needs to a little bit. So I think that this is a little bit too much of a. Let me zoom in to smooth that out. Oh, I have brought it too high up here. And this color is also on our boots. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem recently. As I mentioned earlier, I've been playing it for 5 years. And I'm on my 3rd run. And technically the only one that I have left after that is like a kind of a quarter of a run. I've been twisting my thing. I'm not a quarter, a half of a run, because it is like, because it's basically one route splits into 2 different storylines. And you have to choose which one. You basically choose who you ally with. But yeah, this one goes under because the gold's gonna go on top. And so that is the Crimson Flower or Silver Snow route. I did the Crimson Flower route because I had played. It felt pretty pretty like intuitive to me. The order of which to do the routes that I decided, where it was like I did Blue Lions first. And then I immediately was like, I need to do Crimson Flower because what the fuck? I was like, I need an explanation. And I got an explanation for some things, not all things. I have, so I know a lot of the lore of the game outside of the routes that I've played because I actually did like a year-long roleplay in the with the Blue Lions, the Fargus 4. and I enjoy them. I do like shirt color. I need to remember to stop trying to do individual hair strand kind of vibes, because that is always better to do with a brush later. Not always. Mostly always. You were just blocking in the vague shapes. It looks almost like I've got the shine on there. But no, I need to color block the whole thing. Can I actually drag this underneath here? Yeah. Not do it underneath the skin. Okay. Okay, now let's do the color. No, so when it's like, when it goes around an elbow, the shirt doesn't really go. Also, yes, I will shade the shirt that way it doesn't look like it's skin tight. It's just easier if I get the forms done down now, and then I can, like, tone them down later. Frick. Nope, I did. Actually, I need this too. Little tassel thing. Which I am making longer, because it's fun. So the sword blade is so black, so we're gonna actually... Okay. So I'm gonna do it now. See, okay, what we're gonna do for this. How does this sword look again? Okay, that's it. I need to get rid of that later. Can I do a... Yes, I can. You turn off this ruler? Wait, actually. make a little tip to that. No, don't select that. I thought the swords were blue. Yeah, they are blue. Okay. Now we need a gold layer. Perspective. I also don't think that it necessarily matters if pattern is gotten exactly. I think as long as it's a vibe. I would like these to be multiple lines. Is it like a... I don't like that. This is what warming up is for. Okay, no, I think that this has to be done with a decor brush. First chip, is there one that has a 3 spot? This can work. It's an interesting brush. I don't want it to do that, but it's interesting. Oh shit. Okay, this is gonna need to be on a different layer. Song kind of slaps. Oh, this was Tom from Thomas Was Alone. This is Where Are You from Thomas Was Alone. Hang on this thing. Actually, this can't be clipped to that. Because it needs to have its own stuff on there. Okay. Get rid of the side. Okay. This does need to go both low. It actually makes sense for this sword up there as well. And her eyes are the same pink. Ah! Yeah, wait, is overpaying. I think I should use like this should be white. Yep. At least a part of it. Get this different color layer, this much down, and then we can hit it with a yep. Okay. Now we can, if I select these layer, it will not add them to a group. Okay. Duplicate this. We had to do this without putting away my pen and I forgot which one. Merge selected layers. Auto line color. Hell yeah. This makes a more homogenized picture. This makes her stand out more. Let's do this one. Okay. Alright, and so I've been having some problems recently with how I've been doing the, like, getting shading colors and such. Where it's like, I will get them too much of a color. So I think that lets... like, I'll make them too hued a specific way. So let's get our shading. Oh. Pop your luminosity, pop your saturation. Pop your saturation, pop your luminosity. It's like that's too much. Okay. And now we can color balance. Looks fun as a lighting. Yellow too. Yeah, okay, so minus 22, 2, 12, 12, 7, 'Kay, I think that these just need to be pulled less than. Let's put them in the correct order, and then we're gonna tone down some of the blues. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and now all of these get alpha locked. I'm gonna work on this one first. We're never be looking towards the light. Actually, maybe we should copy the light of this one. Big pillowy shading. For the first little bit. Still too grand of a color variation, but I think he'll be fine. We're having fun. Do her hair. Okay, I've actually changed my mind. I like these colors. They're very, like, vibey. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like an environment. They're very environ-y. I really am just like throwing them down in order to get a very... Babes, where'd your skin go? There it is. And then a part of why she looks so weird right now is because she doesn't have any red tone in your skin. I feel like she would shade with pink. Or she would like add a flash of pink. Okay. Yeah. Sneeze. I'm missing... The freaking hold up. Now let's do more detail. Oh, I haven't even done the gold. The gold. I love shading gold. Shading gold is so much fun. Okay. Now let's start with the face as a treat. Cut in some hard shadows. Bump up some of that. Some of that warm tones. Color. And I need a shadow color from here. Yeah, so what I was talking about with, like, I have a hard time envisioning things until I've got stuff down on paper. It's like, as soon as I get stuff down like this, I have a great understanding of, at least I think it's a great, of like, okay, this, like, looking at the picture, this needs to be on here. Like, I can understand this form. But until I've gotten to this point, there's no thoughts, head empty. It's like, it's just like, okay, let's get enough stuff down, that way I can get there. And so it ends up being very much a, like, feels like I'm not doing a whole lot of the actual, like, drawing until I get to the last part. Let's move on to a different color. Do the shirt. But it's also like I can't just kind of skimp on the, like, starting stages either, because then I won't have enough foundation to get to the spot. It's a fun balance. I should probably make a, because I have like a mathematical way that I like to do shadows. I should probably make a tool for it at some point. Basically one of the classes that I took, an instructor told me to, like, do shadows as half towards whatever, like, value-wise, half towards whatever your dark color is, which It's been very helpful for me. I am someone who it is very hard to get me to like adopt a like if you tell me this is something where if you do it it'll look good, I'm like, why? If you can't tell me why, it's very hard to get me to agree. But if you can, I will be a diehard defender. Which means that I have interesting interactions with drawing classes. Let me go back to the face real fast. Let me get rid of pink eyebrows and eyelashes. She would probably color her eyelashes darker. I love the idea of like people with crests looking kind of unnatural. Because I feel like it also gives Hilda's like fixation on beauty. Or like, it's not necessarily fixation, I think that she's just like she's just vain and that's fine. But it gives it more depth too. Oh, big stretch. Oh. I want to get some more definition in her face. Muscles have gone. We got this. Shirt's too saturated, I think. But I'm very happy with how her, like, face is turning out. Today we worked on doing a little drawing study of Hilda Goneril from Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm very much liking how it's turning out. I think we'll probably finish it up tomorrow. Unless I feel fully rested and desiring of doing like some full project work. But yeah, let me get my stuff ready for end of stream stuff. Okay, we drew Hilda. We talked a little bit about like studying and that kind of stuff for art. Tomorrow we will be finishing. We'll be finishing her up, and yeah, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving weekend. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. CST. And I will be streaming tomorrow 9 a.m. CST to 11 a.m. CST.